Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Can't Understand Normal Thinking with your hosts, Pat Sharkey and Matt Smuckler. This is a podcast where we take a good hard look at the world around us and challenge our listeners to get involved and determine if Pat and myself are the fucked up ones or if it's just the rest of the world that's completely fucked. Today is Sunday, February 23rd, 2025, and once again, it's a very special episode. Today, it's always a special episode. Today, we have our first guest on the show, a longtime fan and listener. He's he is one of two of our top fans who have been with us since day one. I'd like to introduce and welcome Mark Segreto. How's it going, dude?
Hey, boys. Good to be here.
Good to be there, huh? So, just to double check. Yeah, he's talking in this, and it's all
recording off the phone.
All right, cool.
Dude, last week when we did it or 2 weeks ago when we did for Colombia, that actually sounded perfect. Like, all right. I didn't have to clean it up that much.
All right. Well, yeah, like I said, today we got Mark on the show. Finally, we got some more people.
There was a writing credit or something. A producing credit.
Well, hopefully.
Top fan. That's an honor, bro. Especially with those fucks from Germany who never call in.
Yeah. I think someone has a VPN line is fucking with us.
Really?
Well, why would they pick Germany out of everywhere? Germany is where that person got arrested.
But there's four. Didn't you say that there's four different accounts from there?
Yeah, but VPNs are easy.
All right.
But why would you spoof Germany?
Yeah. Germany, we're calling you out here, and even our number one fans calling you out here. We just want proof. We want proof of life.
Yeah, look what I had to do to Colombia. We found their fan in Colombia, and I had to fuck her.
Yeah. We love you, Germany. Come on. We want to hear from you. But right before we hear from you, let's hear a little bit more from Mark. Mark, where are you at right now?
So I'm in Orlando. I'm actually pulling up to a Regal Cinema because I left my debit card here last week when I was in Mufasa. So I'm parked in the parking lot as we speak.
What movie did you see?
Mufasa.
Mufasa? Did they have another Lion King?
Yeah.
Dude, the Lion King, yeah. And I'm going to get shit for Sharkey for this, but honestly, dude, Mufasa was better than the original Lion King.
Fuck you. I saw a fucking 35-year-old retarded guy cry when fucking Simba when the father died.
Oh,
in the theater in Port Jeff Cinemas.
Oh, wow.
I remember laughing at the guy.
How old were you? So we were in junior high.
My
probably 91.
Fucking 4 or 5. I remember. So I was probably about 12, 13.
Yeah. So, just Mark, we're really happy to have you on the show. We were trying to get Bozer on the show as well, too. He got caught up with family life, I guess. Hopefully we'll get...
Bozer's hungover.
Oh,
yeah, he worked last night. I know that. I didn't know he still works at a bar.
Oh, yeah.
He bounces or something.
Oh, he's not even a bartender?
A bar back? I don't know.
He bartends.
Yeah, I thought he was a bartender, but yeah.
Dude, they should not give him the fucking keys to the fucking bar.
Well, actually, that's such a great idea. I don't know why we're not doing this at the bar,
Dude, I drank when I was in Colombia, and I can't have more than 3 or 4 beers, and then my stomach starts hurting a little bit.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you actually have some self-control. Because
that's the first time I drank since Segreto's party.
Oh, well, let's give the listeners some background. Mark, myself, and Sharkey have known each other since childhood, but there was always something special about Mark and Sharkey's relationship. I just got to say, from someone from the outside, you always wanted to be where the both of them were and all the booze because you were guaranteed good laughs. Someone was guaranteed to cry or get really mad.
You.
Yeah,
Or would you say me?
Yeah, pussy.
Well, it's
Yeah.
funny, Smoot, because like honestly, bro, like for both of you, like that's the reason why I love this show so much because like it made me realize like I miss you guys in my life and it's been a while. You know what I mean? Like we were inseparable, especially me and Sharkey
Yep.
in high school. So like I love this show and I love the fact that you guys just basically tell these old stories, but it's just good to fucking hear from you guys. It made me realize how much I miss you both.
Absolutely. And same goes here. Even just me hanging out with Sharkey, we would keep me and him over the last couple of years. We went to a Mets game. He took me to a Mets game when I was living at a friary, and I saw Nuge, Ponty, Scotty, a couple other people that I don't know if I even knew them or whatnot, but
It was Ponty's wife and Scotty's wife.
yeah. And, I keep in touch with Sharkey, but I was in putting this podcast together, I never listened to podcasts until 2020. And
Yeah.
I just kept thinking to myself, like, I was ignorant to think, oh, this shit's so easy. It's not easy. It's easy to do the talking, but I just kept on thinking about it and I came up with an idea for a name and I had some other ideas of people to be on it with me and it just didn't click. And there was a day, it was at the end of the summer where I was starting to get pissed off at myself. I'm like, you got to do something with this, Smook. And I don't know, I was texting with Sharky out of the blue or whatnot. And then I just asked him and there was no hesitation. He goes, yeah, man, I'll fucking do it. And then he tells me his story about being on the radio in Rutgers and just being able to hang out with him. And then, connecting with you and Bozer, it'd be great to get more people involved, but the four of us, like you and Bozer are definitely a part of this whole adventure. And I still firmly believe that this is the beginning. Like we haven't even scratched the surface yet.
Dude, we need someone. If we knew how to do this fucking editing and like the camera work, I think we could be bigger, but we don't know how to do it.
Okay. And we'll get there. I think consistency is the thing. Each week, let's get episodes out. Let's get more people on.
DJ Thirds has like a fucking business. He's got like a whole podcast studio and everything. But like we can't say nigger or Jew and stuff like that.
Well,
I like free speech, Mook. I'm a big free speech guy.
He didn't say you can't do that.
He kind of did.
No, what he says is if you want to get to a level that you want to get to cater.
Well, I'm just saying we could beep it out and then charge more money.
Of course.
For the Patreon, they call it.
And you could always pay him out the ass because he is a professional, or we could just learn it on our own as we go. And
we gotta start shooting these though.
Yeah.
With like a fucking one camera shot.
And me and Sharky were just talking. Like I took a disastrous trip down to Florida to see my parents with Daniel. Like everyone else had fun, I didn't. But Sharky went to Colombia. It's not hard to get down to Florida to say what's up to you. And I finally got a real fucking job. And even though I have a wedding coming up in May, it's not that hard to get down to. And I need just getting out and visiting your friends and getting out of, us getting out of here, or whenever you come up to New York. I don't know if you have reasons to I don't even know if you have family up here anymore, but
I'll be there July 27th for the LS26 golf outing.
Okay. Well, you know what? And I'm long overdue because, me, I always have a reason or another in the past why I couldn't do things. I'll be there this year. And
he was hanging out in Hempstead.
Yeah.
Fucking sci-fi. Shooting drugs in his fucking arm. And, and his parents didn't know he had a problem. He weighed fucking 165 pounds. No jacket, no car. Oh, but he's clean.
Still can't find his car.
Yeah. No, I'm still driving now. I'm driving now.
That car still.
Yeah, his car and his self-respect have been missing since then.
Yeah.
Dude, you were gonna get caught either way because you fucking had the computer you bought with a bad check.
Oh yeah.
So, you were going to fucking jail regardless.
Yep. And it was. I'm telling you, it was a blessing in disguise. The whole thing, because if I did not get caught with that, and I didn't end up going to my first I went to a 30-day rehab right before that, but it was when I went to St. Christopher's Inn, which is like more than 30 days. That's when all of a sudden.
Is that what you meant? Is that what you meant, Rosanna?
No, it was right after that. I went to one more, and that's where I met her. And it was.
I love it that she was there. It just makes me so happy that she's in
It
rehab.
was so awkward though. It's like you were new.
How do you even like recognize her?
She recognized me, and then
You're-
it's like she brought up Dean, and it was what's
It's
so
like, dude, it's like
inappropriate.
20 years ago.
Yeah, and what's so inappropriate about that was it's like, oh, how's Dean doing? Oh, he's with his long-term girlfriend, who's probably his wife. This, that, next thing, and then the next day, because we were in this outpatient rehab, I was in a sober house. She goes, oh, I reached out to Dean. This, that, next thing. I go, why? And right now, I unfriended her then, and
It's kind of pissing me off now. I'm thinking about it. How does she have Dude's number?
Facebook, she did it on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she did it on Facebook, and she's still in my Facebook purgatory. Like right now, like
But you have her blocked?
Not blocked, but she friend requested me again, and I just have left her in there for the last, I don't know, 5 years.
Dude, I think we should fucking get her back in and just fucking torture her through the podcast. Make her cry, send her back to rehab again with a new drug habit.
How would you feel, honestly, if she killed herself? If she listens to this and she actually killed herself.
From me?
Yeah. Would you feel good?
Part of it.
You're sick.
It would feel accomplished.
So,
like my words really can hurt someone.
yeah.
Like,
you're powerful.
Yeah,
it
it's
gets
powerful.
you feel
Yeah,
powerful.
yeah.
So we were talking before.
I think she'll probably kill me first, though. I think it would be a murder-suicide.
Mark, so you guys were texting earlier this week or something, just throwing some ideas around, because I think that's one thing that's good about this podcast is I sometimes fall short. You know, I should be more creative and try more things, but that's why I love having you, Bozer, even Sharkey here. What were some ideas that you were throwing around earlier this week? I don't know, in the text message.
That was the Mount Rushmore of WWF.
Okay.
Yeah. It's funny because I think you guys are like 15 episodes in, and like I'm just shocked that wrestling hasn't WWF, because that's what we're gonna call it, hasn't been brought up one time from Sharkey. Shocked.
Oh no, I brought them because I got my wrestling figures still. I got them all. I know I brought that up. I got 2 Jake the Snakes.
And actually,
neither one of them had the snake.
Because if we're looking to hit a certain kind of audience, it was at your parties, Mark.
I didn't know you liked wrestling, Smoke.
I don't know wrestling. I know people who love it, and ever since that era, like there was.
Well, that was the best era of wrestling ever. That was the Attitude Era.
Yeah, and I got
Attitude Era. Yeah.
So, Mark, before the Attitude Era, I remember first wrestling because I had 2 older brothers. Fucking Hulk Hogan when he was at the height. But I was really young.
That was the 80s. They call that the golden era.
Right. And then
that's before Hogan was dropping N-bombs.
Yes.
Yeah. But you know what though? He was dropping N-bombs, but he's still voting for fucking Trump, and he's still rallying it up.
Hey, he was America's sweetheart back then.
I actually watched on YouTube. You got to watch the Nick Hogan DUI arrest where Hulk Hogan shows up. Hogan's like he basically calls his son's wife a cunt.
Oh really?
Yeah, and a clown.
Yeah, that was last year because they have the spot in Tampa, the Clearwater.
Yeah,
they're Hogan's Hangout, and they do karaoke every Friday or Monday night, and he gets banged up and drives home like an asshole.
His wife was like, "I'm an ex-porn star. I could blow into anything," because she was blowing into the thing and she couldn't. They wanted to make sure she was sober. She was bombed, and Hogan's like, "Don't let any of these clowns drive my son's car."
Yeah. So, Mark, what's your first memory of being a wrestling fan? Does it go all the way back to when you were a kid? Because I want to go through the timeline of wrestling.
Dude, I remember when we were in like 9th grade, like we had Jesse Banks in our earth science class. And that's like when it like started picking up again from like the Hulk Hogan era. That's like right when like Stone Cold started like coming back around. Like
Sharkey, you brought up.
That was 97. Mark, yeah, 97 is when Stone Cold came in.
Mark's going to.
96, 97.
I went into 9th grade football. It was the 97 year, right? And we had camp. But camp, we didn't go away to camp.
Yeah, that's when we fucking.
That's when we stayed at the school, whatnot. Yeah. And Mark Segreto, Keith McCann, and Jesse Banks taught me what a DDT was every day, because my fucking face was going into the ground all the time. Out of nowhere, someone just grabbed me, put my head in the thing, and just fall back. And I'm sure Mark did it equally as many times as other people. McCann was great with that too, because that's where I realized what the Superfly snooker splash was.
Oh yeah,
because I was getting splashed left and right by him too when his balls and his ass.
Dude, the best was when we used to go to those WWF events at like MSG. It was like guaranteed to go there, and then we would go to the porno store across the street. And Jesse Banks was the only one who could buy pornos. And I remember he used to come out with like 10 fucking pornos under his arm, and he would go power slam.
Choke slam.
That was slam.
Me, Stefan, Jess, and Romano got on TV one time at Nassau Coliseum. Stone Cold was not fighting that night or whatnot.
Yeah.
Stuff, but The Rock was becoming big. And because I loved Korn so much at the time, Jonathan McDavis, yeah. I made the R backwards, like Korn.
Yeah.
And I have it on tape somewhere where we're all holding up our fucking things because Jess wanted it so bad.
Yeah.
And he said, Rock, the four of us. We got a nice, 3-second moment on TV with that.
Segreto, you remember getting thrown out of the WWF event?
Yeah, and I was that story was actually in my queue to bring up. Before we get to that, it's funny because we were actually, I don't know if you guys remember, we were at CB's house, probably like 10th grade. I remember me and Mattis, we were just bombed, and we'd go outside, and everybody starts like stunning each other. I stunned our buddy Mike, and
you broke his shoulder when you.
I broke his collarbone. His earrings popped out of his ear. I thought I was getting
He was
sued.
really upset with you at the time. I remember that. I was not there.
Yeah.
But I remember the next day because you torture racked him. No, Alyssa was torture racked. You would fucking put girls in wrestling moves, like serious wrestling moves.
Bro, I TKO'd Alyssa Dealer your daughters at our house, and then fucking Tommy Britt picks me up, all 5'6" of me, and fucking tombstones me in our driveway. The fact that I'm even upright walking to this day surprises me.
Dude, if this was like if you did that to someone today's day and age, you'd be going to jail. That's the fucking weird part.
Oh yeah.
And people get hurt doing that shit.
It'd be all over social media.
I mean, I power by my daughter these days, but that's about it. But Sharkey, that story, I was going to ask you. So it was me, you, and McCann, correct?
Yeah, we went to. Dude, the last thing I remember really was we were at Hooters, and we were.
Yeah.
That's where it starts getting like spacey for me.
Well, I'll pick it up from there. So we were at Hooters for 3 hours pre-gaming. This is probably like 2002, and the reason why we went is because it was Lauren Jones. They were having the Divas.
Lauren Jones was there.
She was the mom.
Yeah, the Divas bathing suit contest. So me, McCann, and Sharkey go to Hooters for 3 hours to pregame. And if you're pregaming for 3 hours at Hooters, you're fucking just expect trouble. So we get absolutely bombed. It's a Saturday main event. We're in the top upper deck, and we all got a piss. So I start taking a piss in the seats right behind us.
Yeah, you just pulled me and pisses.
You guys, you just whipping your cocks out and pee when you're drunk, just peeing wherever the fuck you feel like.
Still do. But dude, 10 minutes go by, and we start seeing the dudes with walkie-talkies right behind us, and they're like, "That's him." I was wearing a black T-shirt with the white undershirt, like that's him, white undershirt, and they rip me out of my seat. They take me down to the main office. They're like, "We have you on camera taking a piss." I'm like, "Show me." Like, "We're not going to show you, but get the fuck out of here, and you're banned from buying Islanders season tickets the rest of your life." And I'm like, "Good, fuck you. I'm a Rangers fan." And they fucking left.
Yo, me and McCann didn't get thrown out, but we went to go find Segreto, and they're like, he's right here. And they like pointed outside, and they like kind of showed us the door, and they're like, you can't come back. And they're like going out.
Like he's the culprit, so he had to get thrown out.
Oh yeah, you guys want to find your friend? Come over here. Come over here.
Later.
That was hilarious, dude.
Yeah, dude. I don't even think we saw one fucking event.
Yeah.
I think we were there like 20 minutes before it even started, and not one fucking wrestler came out before we got thrown out. It was that.
God only knows.
And then McCann drove home.
In the name dropping at CB's house earlier, you brought up a name of someone who I haven't heard of him or anything. He used to be around all the time. I actually see some of his Instagram things. Whatever happened to Andrew Mattis?
So yeah, Mattis is out in San Diego. Right. So he's still one of my buddies, one of my best friends. We still talk, but Mattis is living on another planet, and he has been since fucking 2005 probably.
Yeah, I always liked him. There's people who didn't like him because he's a fucking asshole. But I always got a kick out of him because he wasn't always a dickhead to me, except for the one time he took my ecstasy pill fucking in 10th grade when he wasn't supposed to. But yeah, I was just wondering because he was always around. He always made me laugh, I was just curious because, you guys always had a solid crew, some people in and out, but I just haven't, you brought up that name and I knew he was in San Diego, but I guess he just, he packed up and went there, What does he do for a living?
He's in AI sales. So I live with Madison, Brooklyn, Park Slope from like 2009, 2011. And at that time, I also got him a job at my firm. So like we were working together, we were living together, we were going out together. Like, dude, it was fucking crazy. Like,
no, I remember that was a great time.
The first night we moved in, I literally got he was fucking with somebody on our rooftop, pulled a gun on me. Fucking probably 2 years later, I had Scotty O and Mike at my house. Long story short, we go out, we come back to our apartment, and we had like a rooftop, a 30 by 30 rooftop with a deck in Park Slope. We light a fire. I check out early. My guys going to bed. It's like 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m. I go downstairs. Mike Fine comes downstairs. He's passed out in my room. I wake up probably 3 hours later at 4 in the morning, just screams. I wake up, I look outside, and our backyard, we're on the 4th floor, is lit up. I'm like, oh shit! It's like it's morning. It's 4. I can see the sun at 4 in the morning, and then I hear the fire alarm going off. I run upstairs to the fucking roof. There's 30-foot flame. We fucking burn down our whole apartment because these assholes, Scotty and Mattis didn't fucking put out the fire and fucking. I run back downstairs. I wake up Mattis and Scotty. They're fucking high off their ass. I'm like, guys, there's a fire upstairs. I start filling up pots and pans, bro. Pots and pans to put out the fire. I was in complete shock. And long story short, it was a 4-alarm fire, meaning 4 fire departments came to our apartment to put it out. Thank Christ we had fucking insurance, bro, because we've been on the hook for like fucking probably $500,000.
I vaguely remember that you were not happy for quite some time after.
Dude, that's why you have insurance, though. Those accidents happen. It's not like it was intentional.
Yeah.
But that's great. The first night, though.
Partying.
First night, yeah. Well, dude, one of the best stories ever. Like, this is probably like 2 months, and God bless our fucking landlord, because he didn't kick us out. So we paid, insurance paid. And I remember, never forget, so we're at work, Mattis gets a promotion, and he's like, let's go out and celebrate. I'm like, bro, I'm going out for 1 fucking hour with you, and I'm going home because I can't take it. So I go home that night. He stays at the bar. Fast forward, it's like 2 in the morning, and I hear banging on our apartment door. I come out, Mattis is fucked up. He's sitting, holding the door back from being broken into. I'm like, bro, what's going on? He's like, it's the cops. And I'm like, officers, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I tried opening the door. They beat the door down with a sledgehammer so bad I couldn't even open it. I'm like, guys, I can't open the door. You're gonna have to break it down. And Mattis starts calling me a fucking narc. He's like, fuck you, you narc. I'm like, fuck you, Andy. And they get in there, and then when they come in, they point. And it's funny too, because like it was like a scene out of Walking Dead, because it was like Andy was like trying to keep the zombies out, and then he just gave up and lit up a cigarette. They come in, guns blaring. They put a gun in my face. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't do anything. They throw Andy on the ground. They cuff him up. They're like, your boy just cracked a bottle over somebody's head. What had happened was Mattis was hitting on some girl at the bar. The guy called him some shit. Andy smashed a bottle over his head. The guy's bleeding out on the sidewalk. Andy walks back to our apartment 3 blocks, but the guy fucking followed him back to our apartment and called the cops. And
dumbass. Did he end up getting arrested for that shit?
He got arrested. I went to work the next day. I had to call his sister and his parents. I come back from work and his family's in my living room. I'm like, I'm going to get pizza. I'll see you guys later.
Dude, that's like assault battery.
Yeah, it's assault.
That's
so, wait, hold on. Let me see if I get this straight. So you're asleep, and he comes home bombed, and I just know Andy when he's bombed, right? And he shuts the door, and he's saying there's cops outside, but because they know he's in there,
they're allowed to go in.
They're trying to get in.
Yo, if they
bang the door,
I think if they try to make contact with him before he got in there, I think that's how.
No, the guy literally called the cops from outside, and then he was in our apartment, and then I guess they knew where he was.
You should have ran out the fucking back or something.
Like 8 cops with a sledgehammer, bro. It was fucking nuts.
And all he had to do is, if he just had a little bit of sense about him, like a little
look around,
just get the fuck out of there. They never followed him back. He would have never gotten the assault charges. Holy
exactly.
Did he end up getting dismissed?
I don't know, bro. I don't know what lawyer they have. They probably have Russo as a lawyer, because he gets everybody up everything.
Yep.
But I guess
it's New York too.
Yeah,
it's New York too. But yeah, dude, those are wild times, man. I remember like me and Matt. It's like he'd be in charge of paying the cable bill. So like on a random Friday night or Saturday morning, like the cable would go out, so we'd have no cable. Or like, or like no electricity. So like what we did was back then, we'd take extension cords and run up to the hallway outlet, and we'd run like our DVD player and our TV.
So great.
What was great?
What you
What was
West
great?
Virginia and fucking Brooklyn?
Yeah. But bro, like what he did was he had the box set of Sopranos. So like all we do when that happened, we couldn't get our electric or cable on till the weekend was over. We'd fucking just run Sopranos over and over again and gamble on Sopranos.
I used to do that all the time too.
I just finished The Sopranos. It was probably the fourth
Yo,
time I went through
Segreto, how do you rank? Which one's better, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul?
Better Call Saul for sure.
Too. I'm going Better Call Saul.
Yep.
Over that. Breaking Bad's great. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
But Better Call Saul's
I love
that last season, especially the mall episode when they do the heist.
Yep.
Is one of like the best written episodes.
Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah, I like
so the character of Saul is just great, and that whole the whole storyline was amazing.
Bro, I loved his brother. What was that? Is that Kevin McNeilon or Kevin?
Oh
McNeely?
my God, the one
guy.
when he goes crazy and he like sets the house on fire. Like I started thinking that this guy was actually fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like he was so good in that episode.
And he was like
so manic.
Sad. Yeah. Sad. And that's like a real disease.
Oh no, I know people that have that fucking manic depressive shit.
Yeah.
That's me. That's me every Sunday afternoon. But what's funny about going back to Mattis, when we used to run Sopranos, like we'd run every disc over and over again, but we bet like on how many times the F-bomb was dropped. So like F-bombs per episode was like 70 in season 1, but then Richie Aprile comes in season 2, and when him and Junior are in a scene, like you'll get 15 F-bombs, no problem.
I just saw Richie Aprile in not Richie Aprile, Ralphie in fucking Bad Boys.
That's so
Joey Pence.
Yeah.
we used to work with his niece.
I just saw the other day with, what is it, Phil, when he comes out of the closet to beat Vito.
Oh,
yeah.
Opens the closet
He's
door.
a fan.
Yeah. Yo, so Vito follows me on Instagram, Joseph Ganascoli. Bro, that guy's hilarious. So long story short, every year I do Super Bowl boxes and I try to get a celebrity to buy a box. So like one year I got Kato Callan, who's questionably a celebrity. But the next year I got Joseph Ganascoli to buy 4 boxes. And he's like, how much? And I'm like, 20 boxes of ZDs. He's like, bro, 20 grand. I can't do 20 grand. I'm like, bro, it's 20 fucking bucks. But he gets in my Super Bowl boxes every year. The guy's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Fucking, he's a fan.
When are you going to get Joey Buttafuoco to fucking join?
Yeah, he's a...
Danny Fisher used to live across the street from him.
Where?
For me.
Fucking
Summerfield.
Really?
Yeah.
In Summerfield, yeah. That's where they filmed the porn.
Dude, I remember she had like the only like fucking speed bump was like in front of her house.
Man, you got a memory like an elephant, dude. Yeah, absolutely. The HOA put a speed bump in front of her house, and her husband was like a Nassau County.
Yeah, he was like
County sergeant or some shit. Yeah,
that's awesome. That's so fucking.
Yo, he used to be on those. I love your pussy.
Wait. Oh, so she did a porno?
Yo, with her husband, and like he's such a dirty. He'd be like, "I love your pussy. Open those lips."
Oh my God, it's so
and he has like this real like Italian Nassau County fucking accent.
Was she like? I forget. I when she was younger, she was hot. Did she even look good in the porno?
I mean. Yeah, if you watch her porn, it's not really. It's like she looks like an old fucking 40-year-old fucking woman.
She looks like every Long Island widow that goes to Uncle Giuseppe's on Sundays.
Yeah,
and that's Jewish that wants to be Italian.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
That's so good. I didn't.
She lives in Florida. She lives in Florida now too.
That's a nice little tidbit for you right there.
Yeah,
that's a nice little
tidbit.
Holy shit!
No, dude. Joey Buttafuoco is a good catch.
Yeah.
Because I've heard him on a couple interviews.
Well, he used to go to. My dad had a pizzeria in the mid '90s out. I don't know, in Nassau someplace, and he always used to go.
Oh, Lenny.
What?
Lenny had a pizzeria.
Oh yeah, Bella Pizza.
Oh,
was it Bella Pizza?
It's called Bella Pizza.
I didn't know he had a pizzeria.
Yeah, him.
In the '90s.
Yeah, him, my Uncle Frank, and then Lenny too. Lenny too quit his job. He was working with my dad and Uncle Frank. He quit his job to run the pizzeria. Well, it only lasted 2 or 3 years, so so much for that venture.
Yeah, that pizzeria is hard to make money, man.
Yeah,
there's fucking small profits.
Yep. Oh yeah.
The guy from Joe Giudice from fucking Real Housewives of New Jersey had a pizzeria for 2 seasons.
So yeah, I want to try to come up with some ideas.
Oh, we still got to do. Segreto, who's your top 4 with Mount Rushmore, WWF?
Yeah, it's funny because I plan on doing some research, but How many faces are on the Mount Rushmore? It's 4, right?
4.
All right.
Right.
You know what's funny? I don't want.
See, you could do it now. Now I thought about this too. We could do it for each era. 4.
Yeah,
this is the bit is you guys are coming up with, basically Mount Rushmore, the fucking 4 key guys.
Yeah,
of either ever or an era.
Ever.
Okay.
Right now.
All right.
There's like Attitude Era. It's easy. It's Stone Cold. It's
Rock, Triple H,
Mankind.
Not Shawn Michaels. Mankind was big, but it's funny because Bret Hart's big. Like Golden Era, absolutely. The next generation, honestly, like Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon and Undertaker, all those guys. All those guys meet Mount Rushmore.
Let's do the Mount Rushmore right now of all time. Let's start with all time first. So WWF, the Mount Rushmore of
I think the number one guy you got to have is Stone Cold.
Yeah, I went back and forth on this, honestly, Sharky, because when you look at it, it's Stone Cold or it's Hulk Hogan, because you got to realize Hulk Hogan, he really started all, but Stone Cold saved it. So if I have to pick between them, I gotta go Hulk Hogan, even though Stone Cold's my favorite of all time. You gotta go.
I thought of this too. I like Hogan too. The thing is, I could see where you could go Hogan, because Hogan was still big in the Attitude Era too with the NWO.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's a big thing. NWO was
and Stone Cold really didn't have a long career.
No, but he made such an impact, because someone like me who
no. Stone Cold saved that fucking, without him fucking with that,
that attitude. There's something about the middle finger.
Yeah.
There's something about it's always even just the music.
Dude,
that glass broke.
Yeah, everyone wanted goatees back then.
Yeah.
Bro, I will say this, I'm giving it to Hogan as number 1. I'm giving Stone Cold number 2. The reason I'm giving it to Hulk Hogan, he really set it all. He really set it up to a whole different stratosphere. He was Saturday morning cartoons. He was selling ice cream to all the kids.
He was the first national too.
Yeah,
right. But
he's a real American dude. He is the real American. Come on.
Yeah.
Right. But then you look at it, then you look what Stone Cold did, and I will say this, on Monday night, you knew exactly where you were, in front of that TV, and a lot of times at T-Bone's house. That's what Stone Cold did. You couldn't look away.
Oh, dude, you had you taped both of them too. I remember taping one, watching the other.
Mark, you had that thing going when we were younger, and I would go to your house. Sharkey would be there, but even my brothers, who were a generation older than us, it was Don Pollock, Joe, Richie Rogers, because Richie Rogers loved that shit.
Yeah.
Still they would all be at my house, got my dad into it or whatnot. And when I wasn't at your house, they were all at my house. That's when they were in college drinking beer. I still
because the Attitude Era is the best fucking era.
So we got Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin. We got 2 more slots.
I got 2 in my mind, but I know Segreto's not going to pick these 2.
Oh boy.
Well, hold on 1 second, just to because you brought up Richie Rogers. I will say, one of my most favorite people to see during the holidays when I'm back in Fort Jeff at Billy's is Richie Rogers, because the first thing we're doing is ordering a pineapple and vodka and talking about wrestling. So Richie Rogers is the man.
Dude,
shout out to Richie.
Can he still do the worm?
Richie Rogers?
Probably.
Yeah. I he's the worm in 15 years.
He's a tall glass of water, but I think he can get it done.
I just remember being younger, and I'm sure it's still the same way. He would talk about wrestling like it was the world, like anyone who loved a certain baseball team.
Yeah.
And they're talking about their team made it to the
World
Series.
Dude, you got to treat wrestling like history, man.
Yeah.
Really, because it's
and it was a soap opera too,
now it's just I don't want to see a good wrestling match. I liked it back of the Attitude. It was 30-second matches, but they had a story. There was pits.
Yep.
There was that's the shit. I like the drama, like a reality show.
Hey.
Yeah, I like the vignettes and all that stuff. But Sharky, I'm curious, because I'm going to tell you, my 1 and 2 is Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold.
I agree with you.
Where do you go number 2?
Okay. So this is where things might differ. Let's go 3 and 4.
I'm going Shawn Michaels.
Okay. You know what? This is out of left field, but I'm probably going to go Mr. Perfect, who's my second favorite wrestler.
Kurt Hennig.
One of the best villains of all time.
But he never really went above the Intercontinental.
That's it. So Razor Ramon, he got Intercontinental. That's it, man. But he's still one of the best. I'm putting Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, number 3.
I got Shawn Michaels, because Shawn Michaels pretty much was one of the first guys to make it from a tag team to a fucking single star. I mean, I loved the Rockers with him and Marty Jannetty back in the day.
Yep.
And then even after he came back, his matches were still fucking great. Like every time he was out there, he did something. I always wanted to see his matches, and I didn't care if his matches were long. I love Shawn Michaels, even when he was a bad guy. DX, man, I was fucking telling everyone to suck it.
I need to. That was a big thing. But a question I have for both of you guys: well before The Rock became big, wasn't he part of like a
Nation of Domination?
Nation of Domination. Name it, Nation of Domination. Sharkey, who was in the Nation?
It was Farouk Assad.
China?
Yeah.
No, China was part of DX. Okay. Farouk Assad, D'Lo Brown, Kamala Mustafa, and The Rock.
Kamala, that was Godfather, right?
Yeah.
Papa Shango.
Papa Shango. Dude, I have a Papa Shango wrestling figure. It's one of the rarest.
Well, I have $1 million man Funko. Well, you brought up the tag team, Sharky, and we're gonna go off topic here real quick. But like you mentioned, the Rockers, one of my favorite. Who's your all-time favorite tag team?
Oh, dude.
Give the fourth.
I would say the Rockers are my all-time favorite, but if I have like a 1A, it's Legion of Doom.
Yeah, we're aligned right there, my friend. Love them.
Is that your Halloween costume, Dan? Not Daniel, Mark.
Yeah, I've been Animal too. I've been Animal twice.
Yo, he just died. Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your face paint with that on Halloween was fucking prime. I
appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, you put a lot of work into that.
Who you got? I got number 4. I got Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah, I respect the Hitman right there. But to your point, I gotta go Shawn Michaels number 4, dude. Absolutely.
The reason I put Bret the Hitman Hart up there is with that match with Shawn Michaels, that started the Attitude Era when he got screwed over.
Yeah, and I love DX. I wore DX cut off under my football pads every practice for about 2 or 3 years.
Dude, I remember with fucking Bret Hart too. Like
I do remember that.
He was disgracing America, and like I still liked him.
Wow.
Well, that was after the Montreal screw job.
No. That was don't you remember like Vince McMahon had him turn heel right before that? Like he became like a Canadian faction where he was like a good guy, and he did that to like destroy the Hitman to say so he could get out of the deal.
That was after Owen died, correct?
No. Owen, he wouldn't let Owen break his contract. He let the Anvil go and British Bulldog go to WCW with him, but he wouldn't let Owen go. Owen died in '99.
Okay. Yeah, and the Anvil was high in meth all the time. That's why I think cut him.
He fell from the thing at the Kemper Arena. Dude, that's a good episode too for Dark Side of the Ring. They have the Owen death in there.
Yeah, the only person that I know that ever saw Owen die was McCann because he was watching it live. I think at that point they started doing 2 pay-per-views a month.
Yeah,
my parents wouldn't let it fly.
Dude,
so
I remember the next day going to. I must have just started driving because I was driving my mom's car and I had to pick her up from work. And I remember listening to
Explorer.
Yeah.
No, I was in a Honda CRV at the time.
Oh, wow. I remember that car.
The one I flipped.
Hold on. I got something for you guys. I'm 9th grade, it was 9th grade. I'm at Romano's house. I'm sleeping over. My parents are away, and we're watching WWF on TV. Who's right in the front? Keith McCann, Jesse Banks.
Oh, yeah.
They were on TV.
I remember that.
And what was funny was something was going on in the ring, and there was only 2 people in the crowd pointing to the left, and it was them.
Yo, and McCann was still bald. With his fucking big head.
I remember seeing them right on TV. It was the funniest.
The last time I saw McCann, he looked like he was a member of the Taliban.
Oh, because
he was skinny. His face was all sunken in. I think he was in like the middle of addiction.
Where's he at now? Where's McCann now?
No one knows. I think he's still in Port Jeff.
We want to find him, man.
Colvin said he saw him.
But Colvin ran away.
Yeah. He saw him like a grocery store in Port Jeff or something. Last time I saw him, I was doing community service in Northport. And it was funny. It was at a Goodwill. And I was afraid of his dad. His dad was an angry man. And I'm putting clothes on a rack, right? Again, community service. It's at a Goodwill. And they turn around and someone is leaning on the clothes rack on the other side with a Slurpee on his hands, his arms draped over with this big shit-eating grin on his face, looking at me like laughing, like he saw who I was. This is after, he cleaned up and disappeared. He had a kid. So his kid was probably 4 or 5 years old and his parents were there. and his dad was big smiles. They were introducing me to his kid, and I'm like, holy shit, does his parents realize I was the one doing drugs with their son?
Yeah.
But like, they just all seemed happy, you know, McCann, and this is after McCann disappeared. So I don't know. I hope he's doing well.
Well, dude.
Yeah.
I saw him he had a black baby.
Oh yeah, I think this. Yeah, well, I think the kid was tan colored.
He's
like,
black.
You know,
He has a Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll never forget. McCann wanted to go to West Virginia to go to school there after our freshman year. So like, I'm riding around the car with him. He's like, and he drops it on my lap. He's like, hey, my dad wants to talk to you to make sure it's sustainable for me to go to college there. I'm like, I was probably 6 years deep at that time too. I'm like, okay, I'll fucking go talk to him. Bro, I'll never forget. We get in this car. We're driving to his house in Belterre, and McCann just opens his glove box and takes about 25 Vikes and perks and just throws them out of his window. I'm like, holy fucking shit.
What an
He takes me to his house. He sits me in front of it. He sits me down in his living room in front of his dad. If you guys remember what his dad looked like,
Yeah,
like
dude,
20
his dad looked
with
like
a mustache.
Yeah, he looked like the social studies teacher in 10th grade.
Yeah. So anyway, he's asking me questions about it, and like I fold like a bag of flour. I'm sitting there trying to fucking justify it, and he looks at Keith. He's like, "Yeah, you're not going there." I fucked up that dream.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait, you were the only other person who I knew was allowed in his house because he was so secretive about everything. Was Hutter. And Hutter only because he worked for his dad and was getting fucked over by his dad every other day.
Dude, his brother, Jimmy, Jimmy's wife used to come to the bagel place every day, and they were cool as shit. But he ended up cheating on her.
Okay.
Yeah. And like
Jimmy had the sickest car in Fort Jeff, man, that red NSX.
Yo,
awesome.
Dude, supposedly like he went bankrupt or something, and he cheated on the wife. He got caught.
Damn.
He was always a nice guy though.
Oh yeah, dude, they were cool as shit. Keith was the weird one.
Yeah, he lived behind Russo, so Russo was always over there. I was over there a bunch of times, and then they moved. They moved away from Russo, and they bought that house in Belterre somewhere. I forgot what road that was.
Yo, I remember because Keith used to like headline the fucking Port Jeff record when he lived over by Russo. Because he would drive his fucking ATV over everyone's fucking lawn.
Yeah, and that's when he first moved there. That's right. And him and Charlie Russo, Charlie Jr., used to be really good friends when he first got there.
Yeah.
And then fucking...
Yeah. Hutter always had... McCann always had a butt buddy.
Yeah.
Like one butt buddy.
Yeah. And then, because I give a lot of credit to Charlie Jr. Like, that guy fucking... He's just does really well for himself. And he always walked a straight path. So it makes sense why they just weren't friends after a while. They were all...
They also moved. He moved.
Yeah. But... McCann, Charlie, and Pat Sullivan. I don't know why all of them in Port Jeff had a really fucking weird way of putting people like in resource room, I guess. And I don't think the three of them needed it. But those guys never went to class.
Oh, Keith was a fucking
retard.
Keith was a fucking retard.
Keith, yeah.
Yo, he's also like if we're 43, he's like 46 or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Charlie and Keith got really close. So all of us worked out with Jamie LaBelle. I think it was me, Sharkey, McCann, and a few other guys.
Yeah, and but I was there,
Smuckler, you were there. I don't know if you were working out.
Yeah.
But we all went there. But that summer, McCann and Charlie worked as janitors at the high school. So they worked there all summer. So they got really, really close.
Yep.
McCann's just a strange motherfucker.
That was me going into 9th grade. That was how I actually became used to like James. He was the one giving me rides to and from. No, I was going into 8th grade, I think. And that's actually how I met James Phillips. Because like someone's like, oh, this kid needs a ride someplace. And James would give me a ride or I was Jamie LaBelle. That guy had But keep going.
I don't remember James. What kind of truck did he drive?
Yeah. He had a Bronco.
Yeah. That was actually when Jason Tran came around. Because I remember when Jason Tran first moved to...
He was a fucking freak of an athlete, Tran.
Yeah. Dude, I would be...
He played fucking for Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won a national championship when Vin Chung was there.
Yeah. Dude, he actually played too. Didn't he play?
I think he played, yeah. Jason Tran was one of the best athletes I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
There was two fucking receivers that you could always count on in high school. Jason Tran was one of them. Who was the other one, guys?
Danny Meehan.
Yep.
Danny Meehan, absolutely.
Yep.
Definitely wasn't Brett
Absolutely.
the Jew Miller. You know, dude,
No.
tell me, I fucking felt bad for Mr. Miller when he got fucking, when I saw him on the cover of Newsday going to jail.
Oh, I
Did you
forgot
see the-
about
did you
that.
see
About what?
Did
I forgot
you see
about
the movie with?
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah, with Hugh Jackman. That was awesome.
Yeah, yo, Mr. Miller didn't look like that.
Wait, they made a movie about it?
Yeah, HBO
Yeah.
made a movie.
It came out like 3 years ago. I forgot what it was called, but it was really good.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman was like the star.
Oh my
Superintendent.
god.
He played the superintendent of
Yeah,
Roslyn County Schools.
I'm gonna look it up.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
that is so fun.
Brett Miller. I remember he was like the only senior. They would like, I remember they would like pull Scotty out of the fucking lineup to play Brett Miller because
Yeah,
his dad
and
was there.
he would never run north and south. He'd get the ball and he'd go sideline to sideline.
Yeah.
I remember that. And coach would be like, run up and down the field.
Dude, he's a Jew. He just didn't have the athletic ability.
I'll never forget when Brett caught an interception, and instead of just dropping to the ground to win the game, he tried to return it, and I think he fumbled too. Never
Hey,
forget
Mark,
that.
what about
Yeah.
the time when when I was supposed to spike the ball and I kneeled?
Dude,
Yeah, I remember that was the night. That was the night game, right?
Yo,
No,
do
no.
you remember the Lewinsky?
Yeah. You
Remember how he got the Lewinsky name?
Yes, sir.
Fucking those fucking fishtail slumpy tits for blowing them in the fucking country club.
The country club. Yeah.
Lewinsky.
Do you remember when he lost?
Lewinsky.
Yeah, he lost it at practice.
No, he lost it on Raul.
Was Raul?
Yeah, he actually took Raul to the ground.
I thought it was Meehan.
No, because
No,
Raul went right up to his face was like Winsky, and he
Listen.
fucking lost it.
I'll tell you what, he might have went off on Raul, but if I'm Meehan or Westberg, I wouldn't feel safe because Brett Miller is definitely still looking for them. I'll tell you that right now.
Dude, fucking
Sharkey, what's funny about that movie too, Mr. Miller, the guy who played him was about 200 pounds lighter, so they did him a favor.
Yeah, he didn't look like Mr. Miller at all.
Oh my god, I totally forgot he got
I liked Mr. Miller. He was always like, he was
guy.
He was a nice guy. He was personable.
Yeah.
And he loved being involved with football.
Yeah.
Football team because he loved Penn State football.
Yeah, he's just a big Jew. He used to come to the bagel place, and he used to wait to get help by me because he knew he wasn't going to pay.
Oh, really?
Oh, you could go first. I'm waiting for Patrick.
Oh, yeah. Did
Yeah.
he get locks?
He fucking loaded up because he knew he wasn't going to pay. Fucking, and he had that fucking license plate. It was like Andy Miller. It was like AMM or something like that.
Oh my god! I want to know what that story was because, like, the board of ed bullshit.
Dude, I don't know.
Friends with my mom. I remember.
He fucking showed him how to like not get caught.
Right.
But that's what an accountant's supposed to do. I thought.
He basically cooked the books.
Yeah, but isn't an accountant supposed to do that?
Yeah, I guess so. Wait, he worked for a certain school district?
Yeah, Roslyn.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, Roslyn.
A rich one too. So
Yeah.
He probably got involved with
And Roslyn was
embezzlement or something.
Well, he was showing them how to hide it, basically.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he was doing the opposite. You're supposed to like
I
figure
think he
out.
did 90 days in jail or something, or 6 months in jail.
Oh, I thought it was more than that. I thought it was like 2 years.
I don't think he went upstate. He did it in Riverhead.
I heard he shared a cell with Dr. Fusco.
I heard they're still looking for him.
Well, who was out first? Fucking Tankliff or fucking Mr. Miller?
Where you take
Bro, Tankliff. Oh my god.
I love his story.
Yeah. Fucking dude, the real killer moved in after Tim
Yeah.
Sabian.
Oh yeah, Tim Sabian. Yeah. Another one of my family. The mom was giving.
The mom blew the fucking the pool guy. The pool guy fucked.
Tim Sabian.
Yeah, the pool guy fucked the mother and it broke up the family.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I know.
Holy shit.
I think he worked for Spectacular Pools too.
No, really? It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Oh, Lorraine Sarabian. Oh.
I swear, I forget who told me.
She was like the nicest woman, like that, like just.
Well,
like,
yeah, the pool guy fucked her, and I guess the fucking broke up. He had all those trains going around. Don't you remember we sent Muchler down there with her?
I do. I do remember that. I do remember that was after a Friday night dinner.
Why did you
to invite Sarabian to a football party?
Oh.
Fucking the tits arrived at the door 3 minutes before Muchler did.
Oh, she was good though. Come on, Jess was a chick.
Oh yeah, no,
I love Jess.
Yeah,
yeah,
Love Jess.
Holy shit.
But after fucking, they broke up the family. I don't know who lives in the house now.
Yeah. They gave my parents a tour and showed the blood stains.
Dude, he had a football party there. I remember going into the house and fucking seeing like that's the fucking light switch that they
they had
flipped.
blood stains still on things. Like even after they moved in, that's probably why they got it so cheap.
I didn't see blood stains when I was in there, but
they were showing my mom, or maybe they had curtains up or something. There was weird fucking like
that shit's haunted.
It's gotta be. Dude, I read the book on that. The whole fucking
There's a book?
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
You guys sent it to me.
Yeah, it's really good.
You know what happened after he killed his parents? Well, allegedly killed his parents, right? Like
he did not kill his parents.
It was the fucking bagel guy, the guy who owns Frankfurt Bagels.
Yeah. I was gonna say
the Suffolk County detective. Helped cover it up because they were in business together.
You know who else was fucking involved? Supposedly, Mr. Walker.
Mr. Walker.
Who's that?
Chief of VBT. I used to work with his kids at the bagel place.
Dude, the book is really good. And it goes into
because he was the first one on the scene.
Cappy Carpets was friends with him. Basically, this is what happened: is Tankled's dad
he owed this guy a bunch of money.
And what Tankled's dad did was mafia style. He got involved in everyone's business. He had a lot of money, so what it was is he would lend people money that needed it, that was strapped for cash.
Yeah,
but he had something called the hammer clause, where in the contract, if you couldn't pay back on time, then it says you have to pay everything in full, whatnot, kind of like what the mafia would do or whatnot. And the Strathmore Bagel guy wanted to expand his business. And this guy, they became friends or whatnot, and gave him, he goes, I need money, I need more bagel machines.
Yeah.
And then he couldn't pay it back. And then he needed...
It was a couple $100,000.
Yeah, a lot of money.
Yeah.
And he hired guys from Quorum. The guy was from Quorum. And they even found the pipe or whatnot. And what happened was, Tony Soprano became friends.
James Gandolfini?
Yeah. Became friends with Tankleff in jail. You could read it in the paper. And he got celebrities behind him and he helped him with a lot of money. Soprano got behind him, or whatever, Gandolfini. And then someone went to a priest that had a guilty conscience, basically.
It said,
I know the people who did it, and they found the pipe.
Dude, it was fucking obvious the kid didn't do it. I mean,
look at him now. If you look at him, he doesn't look like a hardened criminal.
No.
And his whole life.
He was weird, though, supposedly.
Yes.
Like, he was a weirdo.
He was a spoiled brat. He wanted.
Because, like, the Baileys were friends with, like, my aunt and uncle, and they said, like, fucking, like, Mrs. Bailey goes, I could see him doing it.
My parents said the same thing. I think people wanted it because it was so sensational.
Yeah.
I think people really wanted him to be guilty of it, and they painted him as this spoiled rich kid is really what it was.
Yeah, they didn't get his car or something like that.
Some pink car. It was like a Pink Panther car. I'll find the book and I have it somewhere buried. I'll give it to you. It's really good.
I can see Tim Sarabian as someone.
I was going to say, so whether or not he killed his parents, whatever happened, when the night it happened, he had blood on him and he ran next door, 2 doors down. And supposedly he ran to Justin Crow's house or Danielle Francis's house. And basically they're the ones who called the cops. I don't know if you guys remember them, but I heard that Justin's dad had something to do with this shit too. Because he owned Justin's Bagels at the time.
Oh, I remember because Justin Crow's dad was my softball, my t-ball coach when I was younger.
I'm trying to think what
Justin
Bagels is.
Smuckler, I was on that team with you. If you remember.
Yeah, well, we were really, really little as a t-ball team, really young. Yes, you were actually.
And you were on my other team, my other baseball team. What was my pitch?
Oh, the screwball.
No, but what would we call it?
Oh my God, yes. What the fuck was your pitch? Oh my. Oh,
the 1-2 Jew.
Yeah, 1-2 black Jew.
How old were you? How old were you?
That was 7th grade. Yeah. That was also when you used to beat the shit out of Luke Cheo. Oh my God. 1-2 black Jew. That was a great pitch. Thank you for reminding me of that.
1-2 black Jew.
I should have went to the pros with that pitch.
Yeah. Dude, I remember. Do you remember remember the kid who used to have flaky skin and used to make fucking Romano throw up in his hat?
Nick Holiday? Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Holiday, yeah.
Yeah, make Romano fucking throw up in his hat and put it on his head.
Yeah.
No, Smook, wasn't that Ben Holiday?
Well, no, the one in our grade.
Nick Holiday with the flaky skin.
Yeah, he didn't it was Dan Meehan and everyone. And PJ Langlois was the one that was getting Romano to do that.
Yeah.
And the Holidays, they were just fucking weird. All of them. Like Ben Holiday, which was older than us. He was.
Oh, dude, yeah. He was.
They were gonna kill people. They're like murderers.
They look like fucking Columbine incident.
Yes.
Yeah. I think one of them had a seizure at school.
Yes, because he was type 1 diabetic.
Yeah.
And he would always get Diet Cokes, and he got a Diet Coke from the machine, but it had regular. So see that can right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine that can is a Diet Coke, but it had regular.
That's a fucking lawsuit.
I know. Why are they not rich? Maybe they are. Who knows?
Oh man, fucking. That's a good way to kill someone, though.
You're so fucked up.
That really is. That's a good way to kill someone.
Shock. Oh my god, going down memory lane with all this shit.
Yeah.
And we haven't even touched West Virginia at all. Like, we haven't even gone down.
Dude, you want to rank the bars downtown?
Fort Jeff?
Yeah. I'm going Tommy's Place is my number one.
Are you ranking them from the early 2000s or current?
Yeah, I'm ranking them as my all times right now. Like from like.
Fuck that. Village Way, number one.
Oh, Village Way's up there. Village Way's up there.
That's because
number one.
But I would always end it at Tommy's Place.
That was a period of time, though. The Village Way was just a special time. That's when Matt found the magic of alcohol, Vicodins.
Well, dude,
and
also
cocaine.
they would never charge you the whole fucking thing. And
I was 19 going in there.
They had a hell of a fucking jukebox.
Oh, Sammy, the guy.
The guy, the bartender was Rich. The other one was Kelly.
Dude, Blind Hate Experiment.
Yeah.
Great fucking concert.
Dude, they were just so desperate to make money. They didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
There was like 14-year-olds drinking there.
We'd all be in there, and then like me and Smook would be at the end of the bar putting money to the jukebox, and families are eating dinner, and we're sitting there playing Alice in Chains and Punk album on the fucking jukebox.
Yep. Dude, they had Incubus, I remember.
And then I was, I was a sophomore in college. I remember Goose coming up, like, yo, dude, fucking David Water just called me. Go fucking, it's over.
Oh, dude, I was there when they raided it. Oh, because I was 21. I fucking threw my fucking ID right out there in front of them. Like, fuck
you all. Everyone's running for the hills. Yeah. Because I turned 21 at the end of that year. You were already 21.
I was already 21.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck you. And I walked right across the street to Tommy's Place.
Yeah. You did love Tommy's Place.
Oh, dude, Tommy's Place, because dude, I fell asleep at the bar once there. They used to drive me home, the fucking bar, the bouncer.
Sharkey, your presence has always been known at places where your level of assholeness never exceeds how much your charm and how much people love you.
Oh, I pissed on that bar a couple times there.
Oh, where haven't you? Hold on, because there's so many other.
Actually, I did Village Way and Billy's.
Well, back then, Billy's was really tight underage. We weren't really getting in there too often. I remember that.
Yes, yeah, because that's when they still had cigarette machines in there. Absolutely.
Yeah, they had this. That had the cigarette machine when you first walked in. I remember that.
Yep. Because I still remember being underage, like being scared to get. I just wanted a pack of cigarettes, and like, would you let me even get cigarettes? But yeah, they always had a grip on their situation until fucking, I don't know, all Port Jeff fire departments there, yet the place seems to burn down.
You know what killed me with them was I had Josh Nunn's fucking ID. So it was like hard to get in there because they knew him.
Me and Scotty both at different times had Jay Swenton's ID.
Dude, fucking Tommy's Place, I never needed an ID. They just assumed I was 21.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Because you just look like...
And they just didn't give a fuck.
You just looked like a cop, overage cop, wherever you went.
And then I fucking... at Village Way, I don't think they ever ID'd me.
Never.
I mean...
I'd say back then, Billy's and Davenport were like a no-fly zone, but everywhere else was fair game.
The backyard was hard to get into.
You know what? I think we need to, because we got Mark here, not via email, we need to settle something once and for all.
Cowboy.
Yeah. The Angus bed story. Because he swears that he couldn't confirm nor deny.
I can't.
Oh yeah, I'm taking accountability. I 100%
busted chops.
I 100% took this. Me and McCann took the shoes and put the shit stains on the wall. I can't remember whether or not we shit on the bed.
Fell into the bed or I broke that light.
I also think you guys pissed on his bed too.
That might have
Probably. I remember golf clubs were involved too. And look, if we later on figure out that it was me, I'll send fucking Angus an edible arrangement. I don't give a fuck, but I just don't remember.
I'm denying it to the day I die. He even listened to the podcast. I'm going to say it was fucking fake. But really, how stupid is he? We were all fucking there. Who do you think fucking did it, Angus? We're sitting there. We're drunk. I think your Jeep was on the front lawn.
You were tormenting him since you moved into that place. Like tormenting him was your thing. Yeah, I thought that was the night with that was the night with the lawnmower, but it was not.
Well, no, the night with the lawnmower was towards the end.
Yeah,
I lit off fireworks too in there one night.
Oh yeah,
because I remember the carpet was purple in one area where I lit the fireworks.
Dude, there was one time where fucking Adrian Schulte gave me all her fucking titty medicine.
Yeah, that was the date you got fired.
No, I didn't get fired, but I got sent home.
You got sent home because I remember. I was coming home from work, and your brother pulled in behind me
with Jesse.
Yeah. And he's like, "Is Matt here?" I go, "Just come." He was here when I left.
Yeah. No, that's because the Romanos had a party that my parents were at.
Yeah, and I remember you going.
No, Paul had people over there. No one could find out where I was. I remember my brothers cornered Stefan, and they're like, "Do you know where? Listen, where's Matt?" And he's like, he told them, but like without telling them.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, he's alive. If you're wondering if he's alive, he's alive.
Dude, you were in rough shape.
Yeah. Oh, I know. They sent me home, and her boyfriend who died in a motorcycle accident.
I remember because she had that big fucking on the back of her fucking car. In memory of.
Oh, I always say, first of all, if
he wasn't a bad guy.
What?
He wasn't a bad guy.
I didn't like him it was way before that. He was like a cocksucker to me, but then it was that night.
Yeah, he was a cool guy.
He was actually really, he actually helped. He drove me.
Yo, she was throwing out those bikes like left and right.
Oh, so it was after that because I think I was hanging out with one of her friends when not dropping names on here, but what you would call it. She goes home and her mom starts questioning her about her Vikes. Like, where's your medication?
Yeah.
I think she blamed me. Like, he's like,
she's telling the truth.
Yeah. Well, she didn't have to give them to me.
I had a couple. I still got a fucking burn mark on my fucking hand from her.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was fucking weird.
She had her moments. There was times just when she like.
No, when she was drunk, she was fun.
Yeah. Well, just like, but like when she was like with her girlfriend, like, I don't know. I just never trusted her because she just never.
Well, she broke Bozer. She sent Bozer into a permanent glitch.
A permanent.
It's like she fucking pulled the Matrix on Bozer. Like the time just fucking stopped, and Bozer had like this life going, and then fucking Schulte comes along, and then a permanent glitch, and then Bozer has another life.
She was manipulative, and I think Bozer. She convinced him not to do certain things with his life that they were going to be together, and then like. Immediately dropped him, and it was like that wasn't fair to him. Like I'm not saying he made the best decision with that, but yeah, she sucked when it came to him.
What year did they break up?
Oh man, I'm gonna say 2004.
Yeah, 2004.
And then she moved on real quick.
She moved on before she broke up with him.
Well, she was with like Mikey Ryan, and then like all of Mikey Ryan's friends.
What it was is Mikey was smart. He was trying to get with her, but he doted on her, but he was getting pissed because he wasn't getting anywhere with her.
Well, she was fucking the other guy.
Yeah,
the guy she ended up with.
Yeah.
And then
she wasn't too good to take Mikey's gifts, but he knew what was going on. Like, he because he was getting pissed. He tried.
Yeah.
But he wasn't letting himself I wouldn't say he got played, but he tried. But she'd be fucking, wishy-washy, like.
And then Bozer went to fucking Kim Paymaster, or Tina Paymaster.
Dude, she's not an unattractive girl.
No. I just love giving Bozer shit.
Yeah, of course. Even he used to joke around about them having brown babies. I remember that was really weird. They were talking about having brown, not her, like him and all our friends, like brown babies. I wasn't in on the joke, but I was like, that's just fucking weird.
Yeah, I asked about the year with Bozer because I think it was after Tina is when I got really close with Bozer. That's when we started becoming real close.
Oh, I remember exactly when it was. It was right down the road from the little Chinese jump off. It was right when Facebook became big. It was 2008, 2009. I remember when him and Winkler lived in the house down there, and we played Storm the Castle all the time.
Storm the castle. Fuck
Yep.
yeah. Fuck yeah.
But me and Bozer used to go to fucking Chili's for fucking
Twofers.
Sunday football. We used to get fucking piss drunk at Twofers.
Yeah.
We knew the bartender there. And then once we got drunk, Bozer would drive with the blue light on in his Acura, and we would drive fucking the whole way home with the blue light on and down the shoulder.
Yeah, of course.
100. And then we would go and get drunk at another bar.
Mark, it was a classic story of David and Goliath. It was the one time they were at that house. We were playing Storm the Castle, and he did something stupid to me. Like, he hit me or whatnot, trying to be a tough guy. And it was the only very few times I ever did it. I shoved him to the ground. Shoved him to the ground. And he got up and, like, he realized he was a dick, gave me a hug. And you put this whole Facebook was really cool, like right when everyone was getting on it.
Yeah.
And Mark, I wish I could still find. There's so many classic things that Segreto had that I saved that I lost someplace. But he talk about the classic story of David and Goliath, the one time Matt stuck up for himself. There was another one where you had a rap, and it was very vaguely, it was about Eric Pratt's house and Jay Swenton, holes in the wall, no lights for days. Where's your wallet? Snatched up real quick. He's just this. I had all this shit. Me and Goose used to save all this shit.
Dude, he used Twitter too. I remember he had one Twitter where it was like, it was a picture of your door, and you had something like, "Exterminator, please let the cockroaches see the last season of The Wire."
Yeah. Yeah.
So funny.
I can't remember the fucking tweet.
Dude, it was so
I have
good.
the picture. I'll send it to you.
Was it my door?
No, it was on fucking Segreto's door. He left
Yeah.
a fucking thing saying like, please don't spray today. The cockroaches deserve to see what happened to the last season of The Wire.
There was one where he was working in the city, and he's describing seeing some black guy, smoking an L on the side of the road, but then he puts the hashtags just came out, and he puts hashtag Avon Barksdale.
Dude, I used to be good at social media, and fucking Rosanna fucking ruined me.
Oh yeah.
It took away all my pizzazz, because I was really good on fucking MySpace.
Dude, there was one time I told you this too, with MySpace, because Goose was like jealous. Like he went to Facebook because it was a casino or whatnot, but he refused to go on MySpace because I was having so much fun doing it with you guys. You set up these pictures. Okay, you were so great with it, where you took pictures with action figures.
Oh, I remember, yeah.
And it was just a story of me or something, like, probably with Cassie or something.
I think it was me stealing your Jeep car, fucking doors or something.
Yeah, which you love doing.
Yeah.
And me finding them all over the place. I know what you did last summer.
I remember going to fucking Ronkonkoma and stealing one door off your fucking passenger side at the Ronkonkoma train station one night.
Oh yeah, and you kept them in your car. You knew I was working.
Yeah.
Holy shit, yeah. Or I snuck, I don't, people that I like that we're friends with, they're all married. I don't like to bring up stories like that, but I was at someone's house and you fucking threw my door in the fucking woods.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But yeah, whatever. You love taking my door.
Yeah. I love fucking with you.
Yeah. It was great. That Jeep went through.
Dude, that was a good Jeep. That was an 03. I remember when you got it.
Yep.
It was an 03. It was that was the Jeep I learned how to drive stick shift on.
Yep. I think a lot of people did.
Yeah. That was
Mark has the best Jeep story of all when he got Sub-Zero. So for our listeners, Mark got his first Jeep Wrangler. He was so proud.
He was the first person to have a Jeep.
No, he wasn't. I had my brother's black one.
No. You had a Jeep. That's a Jeep Cherokee.
No.
Cherokee,
No, I had a hard top black
I
one
don't
that
know.
drove my brother's where I learned to drive stick. It had the Smashing Pumpkins in high school.
I kind of remember the other Jeep Cherokee.
It was my first car. It was the
Jeep Cherokee?
No. It was a black Wrangler.
I kind of remember Segreto being the first.
All right, that's what you
Appreciate it, Sharkey.
But
Yeah, that story, bro. Holy
he
shit.
rolled up to some party. He was so proud of. No, that was Christina's party. He was so proud of this thing. He gets out of it, leans against the car, like to show it off to everyone standing there. didn't put on the emergency brake. Thing just starts fucking rolling.
Dude, Segreto, remember we were at Mario's and I wanted to go down to the Village Way, and you didn't want me to. You were like, I don't want to go. You're like, just take my car. And I'm like, I know, you know how to drive stick? I'm like, yeah. And I didn't know how to drive stick. So I got in the car and it just fucking rolled all the way back into like almost into the road, and a Suffolk cop pulled up behind me.
That's how I got a DUI.
So I just ran out of the car and I hid in the bathroom and took my fucking sweater off. And Segreto, I don't know what happened. Segreto, I think I had to move it in.
Dude, my first DUI, it happened in the Loop in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Because I was drinking all day, and all it was is I was fiddling with the CD, and all I did was roll back just a little bit, and I bumped into a car, but then when I pulled over, I should have just fucking driven it and then talked to the person up the road. No damage would not, but the cop saw us talking. Yeah.
Dude, I was getting out of the car, he pulled up right behind me, and I ran in, took my sweater off.
Once you get first gear.
And obviously, he must have saw me, because when Segreto went to go move it, he knew it wasn't the same person.
And I probably had about 6, 7, and 7s me at the time. But Sharkey, didn't you leave it? Didn't you leave it in the middle of 25A?
Yeah, left it in the middle of the road and just ran.
Yeah. So I kind of remember. I think my brother was bartending. It was me, you, and Ryan O'Donnell. I want to say OD was there.
I think.
And then I don't remember everything, but I remember I had to pull the car out of the street and fucking park it, and I was in no fucking shape.
Yeah, you must have known that it was like, oh, this is not the same guy that just ran out of the car.
I'm glad you brought that up. So, first of all, Ryan O'Donnell spent lots of time with you from freshman year of college all the way through a certain time, right?
Yeah, but then when he moved up here, he started pissing everyone off.
Yeah, he got weird. I remember that. What was it? He was just a drunk. Was there something?
He was driving drunk and like.
He was just.
He got lucky because his fucking uncle was like on the Suffolk County ESU team.
So he had family.
Yeah. But he lived with.
He was a cop, and I remember I was working with him at Sharkey's mom's law firm, and then I think just shit kind of got weird. I really don't keep in touch with him too often, but yeah, he's definitely
every now and again though.
Yeah, I mean, he reached out. My brother passed away, and that's really it, man.
All right. Yeah, no, I vaguely remember that, because like towards the end when he was around you, like we always knew him as the drunk guy. He could drink all the beer and he loved drinking, but then it just got to a certain point where it's like he was always drunk. And I guess
he wasn't like a good drunk either.
Yeah, no, he got really, really, really bad with it. I remember that.
He was like pissing people off.
He was definitely inner circle, loving the death, wishing the best. But yeah, shit, this stuff definitely got weird at that time. Well, that was like 09, 08, 09.
He made it further than I remember. There was Anthony Ferrati, I think it was. You were close with him. Yeah. All of a sudden, I remember there was something he did that fucking pissed you off.
We went to, it was me, Scotty, John Emmons, Lindsay Rao. We all went to Ocean City, Maryland, and Emmons hooked up with Rao, who just had broken up with Anthony.
That is a little fucked up.
Emmons and Ferrati are from the same hometown in New Providence, New Jersey. Oh, no. And Ferrati found out, and he basically just cut it off with everybody.
Okay.
I kind of understand that.
Okay. Well, I hooked up with Rao, but years later, she's a slob. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were best friends.
Yeah, no,
they were fucking roommates.
Jeez.
I'll just never forget the second time I crashed my Jeep into my house in a week. 3 tow trucks pulling it out, and Smuckler's walking past my house to go to class, and he's like, I got to see this through. And he stayed there the whole time, watched the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, and I remember you had personal issues going on then, and that's when we went up to Ithaca, Cortland, right? And I've never lent my car to anyone, especially when it wasn't like really my car. And somehow it was, I don't know how it is. He goes, Smook, can I borrow your car? Like, because it was snowing all that shit. I was like, yeah. I was hesitant, but that's when my heart changed, just like with things with cars and whatnot. I had to check in with him every day. Is the car okay? He goes, yeah. But I gave him my car. He kept it for those couple days. He made sure he was back in time.
So he's the reason you lent it to the black guys?
Yeah. I became so freeing with my car after that.
Yeah, I was the first dark-skinned guy he let borrow it. But what's funny about that was a great trip. What's funny about that, I dropped Smuckler off in Cortland, and like this is kind of like pre-cell phone era. And I don't know if I didn't have a cell phone or ran out of battery, but I get to Ithaca. and I have no idea where Petraglia lived. Like, no fucking idea. And I'm on the outside of town, and I'm like, I might have to fucking sleep in this car tonight. Some random dude walking on the sidewalk. I'm like, hey, do you know where Petraglia lives? And he gave me he knew Petraglia, and he gave me fucking directions to the house. Fucking wild moment.
Yeah, and that's when we said fuck Route 220 because we could have done highway driving the whole time, but somehow that was with MapQuest.
Yeah.
And he just kept us on Route 220 the whole time.
Yeah. I went up there twice and fucking both times I got so fucking sauced I didn't make it to the game.
Oh, the Corsica jug?
Yeah.
I've never made it to one of those games.
Dude, one was in Cortland. I think we got to Cortland, but we got there after the game.
Yeah.
And then the second time was with Segreto, and that's when we diner dashed the fucking homeless guy.
Donnie Baseball, the Red Rooster.
What was his name?
Donnie Baseball.
Donnie Baseball. We're like, Donnie, we're gonna take you to the bar. We got all your drinks. He's like, why would you do that? Like we love you, Donnie. It was like Chump talking. It was like Chump talking to Sloth in the Goonies. It's fucking hilarious.
Why did he get the name Donnie Baseball?
Don Mattingly.
Oh, just because you looked like him, or just because you just wanted to call him?
What do you feel about the Yankees going with you're a Yankee fan. What do you feel about the Yankees going with facial hair?
I mean, why not, dude? Fuck it. I mean, I'm not a huge Yankee fan anymore, but fuck it, dude. Who cares?
That's why Derek Jeter said, like, just yesterday in the paper, I saw Derek Jeter hold this whole thing, what it would be like if I had facial hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, dude, I mean, it is kind of stupid, but it's like tradition, so I don't know. Like, it's tradition. Like, you join the fucking military, you shave your fucking beard.
Yeah, but after a while, it's like it's like Metallica. They were a metal hair band. You got to change over time. Like
I see it, but I don't know. Now the Islanders are the only team with the fucking non-fucking facial hair.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, that's just because of GM.
Oh, I didn't realize that applied.
Yeah. Well, and once the playoffs start, they'll let the grow facial hair. Dude, tell me you didn't watch that hockey Canada shit this week. I was ready to kick a fucking moose fucking humping Eskimo in the fucking face.
Yeah, and your boy is there now, or what's his name? Their prime minister.
Oh, Trudeau?
Yeah, Trudeau.
Cocksucker.
Yeah, he was fucking talking.
Dude, we should just bomb them just for the fucking shits and giggles. Just drop a fucking nuke in Toronto.
Everything is a bomb to you. I love it.
Just show them who's boss. We could take them over tomorrow, Smoke. I don't even want them. That's how bad they are.
So why don't we all make tentative plans for a trip down to Florida? I need a new Florida trip. Or Mark, when are you coming up here?
I'm coming up there in July, but you guys are always fucking welcome to my house, man. I encourage it.
Ooh, yeah. We got a couple months till July. Yeah. We could always do something. We should get Bozer on board with this too. You know,
Bozer's always down here. He comes here like 4 times a year.
So we need. I guess I don't know if we need help or if we just haven't tried hard enough. What are some other things we could do for this podcast? So, you know, we've been freeballing it a lot lately. And there's only so much of this, you know, fans will like go for. You know, I think the Mount Rushmore of WWF was a really good thing for today. You know, it's a good start, but you know, you guys love TV shows, movies and stuff. You know, we did some movie stuff. We can still keep going with that. But like, Mark, are you as big of a Growing Pains fan as Sharkey?
Or fucking massive, baby. Massive. I think we should do team trivia. Team trivia, fucking one of these episodes, and let's get it going.
Team trivia. I'm writing this down. Team.
Was Tracy Gold anorexic or bulimic?
Tracy Gold.
Bulimic.
Right?
Yeah.
Bulimic.
Yeah.
Bulimic.
Oh, so she was a thrower-upper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Was Kirk Cameron Jewish or Christian?
Oh, he is so Christian.
Yeah.
He loves Jesus. Yeah. He can't get enough of Jesus, Kirk Cameron. I get an email from Kirk Cameron every day.
Is he is it non-denominational or?
Dude, it's like pro-America type.
Oh, so it's like one of the weird ones.
Yeah, I don't know, because I get a lot of fucking emails from Kirk Cameron.
So you're buddies with him, you're boys with him, right?
You know,
you're getting direct mail from Kirk Cameron, or is this like a mass mail?
It's like one of those fucking things that like I fucking gave money to Trump. Now I get it from fucking all these people.
Both you guys are actually better with social media than me. I mean, like you, Lenny Dykstra, Mark Vito. Why not? Let's just I'll try to reach out to Kirk Cameron. Be like, listen, we're big fans. Even you just got to say like the Lord told me to reach out. You got to know how to talk to him. The Lord's been speaking to me. I could do that actually.
Yeah. You're with the Father.
Yeah.
Like that.
I'll do something because I can bullshit that stuff like that.
Yeah. The Lord reached to me.
Die?
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew that was
Yeah.
a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah, it hit hard.
Oh.
Hit hard.
Oh man, big on
Bro, I can absolutely get you guys Vito. He just came out of new wine, and he's all over Long Island. I'm sure I can get him for this show.
Oh yeah, he's a fag.
Yeah. Fucking Vito. Vito, what about your son? You see what you left behind? He's taking shits in the shower. He's knocking over gravestones. Come on.
It's like
Like you're a disgrace.
Yeah.
one of my favorite growing pains is when they redo Dr. Seaver's office at home and he makes it look like the office he was renting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I had never known that it was supposedly taking place on Long Island.
Yeah, it was a Syosset, I think.
Yeah, and the mom, was it Carol, right? Carol worked for fucking WPIX 11. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Wow, I need to get up to date on my fucking trivia. So if we were to do trivia, whether it be just about that show or other shows, how is it going to be done? You can't be you two on the same team.
No, we cannot against each other.
Okay.
We cannot be in the same team.
Okay. So it'd be like, me and someone and Bozer on the other team, and maybe we're just the sidekicks. Maybe we're just like lifelines or something.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll come up with something. And I think we should do it next week, or maybe not next week. We always say we're going to do something next week and it doesn't happen. But let's come up with something. At least it's going to either be a growing pains.
But growing pains, you could do all TGIF.
Yep.
Step by step.
Trivia.
Which one of the best American kickboxers actually is with Cody from Step by Step.
Oh.
Wait, what was the question?
Yo, you remember Step by Step?
Yeah.
Yeah. you remember Kickboxer 3 with Cody?
Of course.
Yes. That's one of the best kickboxer movies around.
Well, he passed, his name was Sasha something. I can't
it was Sasha Mitchell or something like that.
Sasha Mitchell. Yeah, he passed away a couple of years ago.
He did?
Yeah, dude. He passed away. I'll smoke you on Step by Step trivia.
Dude.
Wow.
You know, Hobie.
Gauntlet's been thrown down.
Dude, we got to throw Baywatch in there too, because I'm a big Baywatch guy. Big Baywatch guy. Yeah, I can tell you the whole staff of every year of fucking Baywatch.
Okay.
Well, I'm happy to do TV trivia as a category, but you got a guy like Sharkey who can't even name the original lineup for TGIF, so it's kind of a disgrace.
I gave you the original lineup.
Mr. Belvedere was on it, but
no, Mr. Belvedere was NBC.
It wasn't. I'm telling you
right now.
I'm almost positive.
All right, I got a Baywatch. While he's looking that up, I got a Baywatch question. Okay, it's kind of tricky. What season was Pamela in when she first noticed her sex tape in the trailer?
ABC. You're right.
Whoa.
I know I'm right, Sharky.
Whoa.
Well, Pamela, on air. Nuge was selling the fucking. He was selling the Pamela tape, and he had another porno that came on after it called Jason, where it was like an invisible ghost boxer girl.
I remember that. I remember that one.
Yeah,
that had to be
yeah.
I remember because Anderson got that thing because Eric Anderson was the biggest Pamela fan in the world.
No, I was huge Pamela Anderson fan. Huge.
Did you
remember when
the Hulu thing, Pamela and Tommy?
No.
I don't watch it now. But I remember when our parents came up for family day or whatever, family weekend, and Sharky's mom and my mom walk into our fucking dorm room, and we got nothing but Pamela Anderson and Sable all over our fucking wall.
I love Pamela. She looks kind of hideous now.
She does, but
she was such an icon back then. And dude, like I remember half the fucking video was him driving around with his cock.
Yeah, of course.
It was like a fucking monster.
You saw more of his cock than you did of her.
That's actually pretty. If you got Netflix, watch The Dirt. It's not a bad.
Yeah,
I like that. Movie. Yeah, that was a good movie. That's
I didn't know if you see Gun Kelly.
Motley Crue.
No, and that's why
you ruined it to me.
Yeah, but he actually did a good job.
But now it ruined it.
Yeah,
I hate that fucking. He just reminds me of like a gay Lost Boy.
Oh, he's horrible.
Who?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan.
He's a fucking Finucchio.
Yeah, Eminem fucking destroyed his rapping thing, and then he went into that
dude,
pop shit.
I'm not into this new music, but what's up with this Post Malone? Like, why? What? I don't get it. He just sings old people's shit.
So he was smart by making money off of the shitty rap industry there is. And now that he has the money and he did good with that. He's actually a metalhead and rock and roll guy at heart. He did a great Nirvana.
I know, but I don't. The only song I know, he was like walking around with like a fucking knight's costume on.
Yeah, he's actually, and he did something with fucking Taylor Swift recently.
Once you do that, you lose all credibility.
Yeah,
I don't mind Post Malone. He comes off as very authentic, and if you're authentic, I'll give you some credit. So I don't mind him, but I'm not going to go nuts when he covers Nirvana. I can care less.
I think he's a good musician, and same thing. Like, I think he does come off authentic. I think like if he's someone you ran into the street, you said hi to, I don't think he'd be a cocksucker,
Right.
But yeah, I hate the shitty music he started with, but I think he was smart with that. He started with that. I think he's got talent for what he has. Do I personally like it? No. If he's good enough, if Taylor Swift if he wants to do something versatile with Taylor Swift.
Now, once you do that, you lose credibility. I hate her. I hate her with a fucking passion.
So do I, but I'm not.
I really do. Dude, like, I just don't get why people fucking find her attractive.
She's not.
She's got nothing.
Vanilla.
We
call it a wafy cunt.
Yeah, dude, this guy could have gone out with Instagram models.
Oh, you're talking about Sharkey?
Yeah, but he's I hate that guy too.
Ever since I saw him doing dances in the end zone.
Dude, ever since he started pushing Pfizer.
The pharmaceutical company?
Yeah, you can't trust a motherfucker that's pushing a vaccine on someone.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. The NFL allows you you're pushing a drug on someone.
Both of you guys, speaking of which, let's go down to the Super Bowl real quick.
I was away. I didn't even get to watch it.
Mark, who did you bet on it at all? Because that's another thing I've got. Keep going.
Yeah, no. I bet on it, but I took props. I wasn't going to touch the overall game because I could have saw it going both ways, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I called it.
What's that?
I called it that day. I said Philadelphia was going to win.
Yeah, I fucking hate KC, man. So I had a back Philly on that one.
I hate both teams too. Like I thought ISIS should have just attacked us.
Well, yeah, but Sharkey, are you a Saquon guy? Did you root for
I like
Saquon or no? Yeah, I like Saquon well. He again another guy that's authentic, and I think that he was humble. I was glad he won it, but fuck the Eagles.
Yeah. He's the only guy I like on there, pretty much. I don't like anyone else. I hate Nick Sirianni. I think he's a fucking horrible coach that's just in a good situation. I'm glad he lost his offensive coordinator.
You're not a Devontae Smith guy?
No. Dude, I'm a Malik Neighbors guy.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I heard they're looking at Stafford.
Sharkey guy. Dude, Sharkey's the greatest tight end ever. But
who came after Sharkey? Was it Kellen Winslow? Miami? Miami.
No, Dan Campbell was the next tight end after Sharkey for the Giants.
Oh shit. Okay, and Winslow was next?
Yeah.
JD Hill.
I'm gonna who JD Hill? Nah. I'm gonna say, dude, the next bit, you got Gronk, you got Sam Laporta.
Was JD Hill the one Morangi through the pass to?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Wait. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're ranking tight ends?
Just saying, top tight ends. Yeah.
Tony Gonzalez has to be there.
Oh, Tony Gonzalez. Yeah. Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, just want real quick. We have about 30 seconds here. No outro music. We want to thank you for listening to us. We want to thank Mark for coming on today. And you're going to hear a lot more from him coming down into the future. And Germany, we want to still hear from you. But
they got a new president today.
Yeah, you got a new president today. So that means we should hear from you. But again, everyone check out our social medias. Thank you very much. And we will talk to you next week.